What's up everyone and welcome back to Helio Sports World once again. So at UFC Vegas 62, we all saw Cub Swanson make his bantamweight debut against Jonathan Martinez in the co-main event. However, things didn't exactly turn out the way Swanson would have hoped for, as Martinez got the second round TKO win via leg kicks, and in doing so, he became the 14th fighter to get a finish via leg kicks. So looking into the fight, Martinez immediately made it clear that he was going to try and utilize his kicks, as he attempted a head kick but he slipped and almost fell into a guillotine in the early stages. Now, the thing that I like most about Cub Swanson is his unorthodox style and his free-flowing movements in his fights. This is something that we have seen recently in his fight against Darren Elkins, but that was of course at featherweight. Now, we saw such similar movement from Cub in the early stages of this fight. In fact, he was looking good moving forward, but once again, Martinez sort of gave Cub a warning with a solid body kick, and I think that was sort of the indication of what his game plan was going to be. Credit to Cub Swanson though. He pulled off a very smart move by taking down Martinez in the first round, but here, as you can see, Martinez had more tricks up his sleeves as he beautifully reversed it. Now, the thing that caught the eye of everyone was clearly Martinez's left kick. The amount of damage he did with that left kick throughout this first round itself was noticeable, and to add further to Cub's misery, Martinez was mixing it up nicely with his combinations throughout the fight as well. Inside the final 15 seconds of the first round, and that was when Cub Swanson found himself in the trouble for the very first time, when Martinez connected with a huge knee and he followed up with another massive knee to the body. And the only reason the fight didn't get stopped in the first round is because there was only 10 seconds remaining on the clock, and Herb Dean was genuine enough to make sure that Cub fought the second round of this fight as well. Now, in the second round, it was all about Martinez from the get-go. He was absolutely pounding on Cub Swanson. He was dominating him in the striking department, and then he dominated him in the grappling department as well. Like, this wasn't exactly the killer Cub Swanson that we were so used to seeing. Once the fight went back to the feet though, Swanson showed little signs of a potential comeback. He connected with good 1-2s, but Martinez then proceeded to drop him with a leg kick in the second round, and you could pretty much see Swanson slowly starting to fade away in this fight. Even those slight signs of a potential comeback was quickly shut down by Martinez and his brutal leg kicks. And with just under 1 minute remaining in the second round, Martinez connected with one final leg kick that dropped Cub Swanson and allowed him to hit Swanson with the final blows, which I think weren't really necessary, but that's all she wrote for Swanson, as he was brutally finished in the second round. And of course, the one weapon, the one talking point of this fight was Jonathan Martinez's leg kicks. I mean, this was the biggest win of his career, and it should feel a lot more sweeter that it was against a Hall of Famer like Cub Swanson. Now, as for Swanson, I'm not sure why he decided to drop down to bantamweight, because in my opinion, he looked really good in his last fight at featherweight. And maybe cutting down to 135 was not the ideal decision for Swanson, given that he's currently 38 years old. But he still has 3 more fights left remaining on his contract that he signed recently. So I'm expecting him to return to the octagon, but hopefully it can be back in the featherweight division going forward. Well, that was my entire take on the fight between Jonathan Martinez and Cub Swanson. You guys let me know, what did you make of this fight, and if you agree that Cub Swanson should go back to the featherweight division for his next bout. That's it for this video. Subscribe to the channel, and if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button as well. Thanks for watching, everyone.